afternoon, and thanks so much for joining us for 12 News at 4. I'm Tramma.
And I'm Kadiva Devine. A Surprise neighborhood swarmed by police officers this morning as West Valley police agencies investigate a police shooting near 151st Avenue and Cactus Road.
One man is in the hospital after being shot by Surprise police. 12 News journalist Sean Rice is live along Desert Hills Drive with how community members there are reacting. Sean?
Yeah, Tram and Caribe, good afternoon to you both. I think for anyone, when an entire street is shut down because of a police shooting, anyone who lives in a neighborhood where that's happening, there's a certain level of shock you experience, especially in a neighborhood like this that tells me this is the first time they can remember in over a decade where anything close to this has happened. This scene here over my right shoulder has shrunk quite a bit in size as this day has gone on. This police shooting happened in the early morning hours, but right now there are still quite a few plainclothes detectives with the Goodyear Police Department, the agency investigating this shooting here on scene. Past them, there's still quite a few evidence markers right in the middle of that street. Longtime residents tell me they hope soon more information can be released that reveals why a man was allegedly holding a knife outside of a home here in their community. Let's take you to some video of what this police presence looked like for much of this morning and into the early morning or early afternoon hours. It spanned the entirety of Desert Hills Drive. The closest to cross streets would be Reams and Cactus Roads here in Surprise. This is a residential community that every person I've spoken with has described as quiet, neighborly, the kind with very young families, the kind of neighborhood here in Surprise you choose to live in because it is so safe on a regular basis. Surprise police tell us someone in this neighborhood called 911 at around 6:30 this morning to report that a man they didn't know was armed with a knife. That's when police officers arrived, and that's when shots were fired. Police are unable to say if the man lived in this neighborhood or not, or tell us if he was threatening anyone with that knife before they arrived. We're told he was taken to an area hospital where right now his condition is unknown.
I heard the siren go off and I heard a boom, and I thought a motorcycle had crashed into a car or something like that. But then I found out later that what I probably heard was a gunshot.
More concern of what led up to it. Do they live here? I mean, are they just visiting? Is there a girl from boyfriend feud thing or something like that that's going on, and it's not something that's indicative to this neighborhood changing in any way?
Now, as I mentioned, the Goodyear Police Department investigators are here investigating this police shooting. That's because they are a part of the West Valley Critical Incident Team. When a police shooting happens in either the West Valley or the East Valley, another agency comes in to investigate it so that there is no sort of conflict of interest. Now, Surprise Police earlier this morning did tell us that this police shooting was only isolated to the officers and this one man, that no other officers were injured, and certainly no other community members here, people who live here, they were not injured either. So just a very isolated police shooting. When I told that to some of the people we spoke with who lived here, like I said, for a very long time, a sense of relief certainly did come over them. We're live this afternoon in Surprise. Sean Rice, 12 News.
Sean, I know you're still trying to get more information, but earlier when we checked in with you at 1 o'clock, it almost seemed like the taped off area seemed larger. Now it looks like maybe perhaps is a little smaller. And what about the people within the crime scene area? Are they even allowed to leave at all, or what's going on there?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. When we spoke with you at 1 o'clock, we were quite a bit further down on Desert Hills Drive. As this day has gone on, the police investigation has shrunk. As I mentioned, we've seen some people with Goodyear Police leave as well. So it shrunk in size. We have seen cars and people who live all along Desert Hills Drive to my right be able to be allowed in. We don't know if they were here when this shooting happened, and then maybe they left. So a lot of unknowns. I'm sure we'll find out a lot more here in the coming days. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Sean, reporting live in Surprise. Thank you very much.